it just doesn't hurt bad enough. Being fat doesn't hurt bad enough. And when you get someone who is 40 pounds down with 40 to goal, they have already healed all their metabolic problems. All it is at this point is just smaller size. I mean, I don't believe that someone should still be 40 pounds overweight, but I believe it's a heck of a lot better than 80 pounds overweight. I'm Cristy Code Red, and you're listening to Rebel Weight Loss and Lifestyle, where we believe food holds the power to heal or poison, and we believe our society has been misled regarding proper nutrition and weight loss. You're in the right place if you're looking for some straight up truth, because I'm here to shed light on the lies and brainwashing that has taken place over the past 5 decades. Thanks so much for listening. Welcome back to another episode of Rebel Weight Loss and Lifestyle. I'm your host, Cristy Code Red, author, entrepreneur, and retired professional boxer, and the owner of Code Red. Hi. A solo podcast today. A solo podcast, which I like to do once in a while. Boy, I tell you, I know that I say this a lot, so I apologize, but I'm going to say it again. I absolutely appreciate you. I appreciate you being here right now, watching this or listening to this. And that's not just something that I say because that's just something you're supposed to say to people. You guys should know me better than that by now. I don't say crap just because you're supposed to say it. I say crap if it actually comes from my heart and I mean it. So without you, I mean, I guess there'd still be a Rebel Weight Loss and Lifestyle, but there would be no ratings or reviews. There would be no sharing or downloads or anything like that. I would not be ranked in the top 30 of all health, fitness, and nutrition podcasts in the United States. So that is all you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being such a huge supporter of mine and of Code Red. And I do appreciate when you rate in review and when you share this podcast. So I absolutely appreciate it. Thank you. Okay. Boy, I named this podcast Just Stop. You got to say it like that. Just stop. Because I realized I had said this. I'd never thought it before. And I just came right out and said it during a Q&A. I think it was a Q&A. It could have been a live one because we just got done doing a bunch of live events. Or it could have been one online. Who knows? I get mixed up with them all the time. And everything just blends into me all the time because I'm on videos every day. But I said this out loud for the first time. I heard myself say that, and I was like, wow. And then my sister Carrie said, that's the first time I'd ever heard you explain it like that. You need to do a podcast on this and talk about this further. So what am I talking about when I say just stop? It all went down like this. Frequently, I get people who will be in the middle of their weight loss. Now, I've done podcasts called Stopping Short of Your Goal. You know, I've done podcasts and videos called Faith in the Middle. I'm not talking about that. And in fact, I think now that my memory is coming back as I speak about this, I think it was during one of my VIP Rebel for Life monthly meetings in my VIP program that I'm not offering right now. We do a monthly meeting and a quarterly meeting. And I think I said this to one of my VIP clients. Yeah, now it's all coming back to me. And what happened was this lady, one of my clients said, I've lost 40 pounds and I've got, 30 to go. And I just can't seem to get my head screwed on it straight. I can't seem to keep going with this. I can't seem to want to keep losing the weight. I can't seem to find the motivation, find the discipline, find the drive. Find the routine. I can't seem to get going. I've lost 40 pounds. But I just can't. I've got nothing left to lose that last 30. I think she was like 40 and 40 or 40 and 30. So 40 pounds down, 40 to go, maybe 40 pounds down, 30 to go. You get the point. She was pretty significant. I mean, she was about halfway through. And I heard myself say it. I was like having an out-of-body experience. I heard myself say it. And I said, well, then just stop. And her eyes got big as saucers, and she went, oh, blink, 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 blink. And everybody on the screen, everybody on the Zoom meeting, the Zoom's got like the Brady Bunch screens, everybody was like, oh. And I said, just stop. And because I think she'd gone on and on about all these things that was going on, things that were going on in her life. And my husband likes me the way I am. And I don't know. I don't know. But something about and I said, you know what? It's just stop then. Stop losing weight. What do you mean just stop losing weight? Like I'm at goal? Oh, absolutely. You're not at goal. No. But just stop. How about we first of all celebrate the 40 pounds that you've lost? I said to her. How about we stop and we say, wow, freaking 40 pounds down. You've gotten off your diabetic medication or drastically reduced them. You've gotten off your blood pressure medication or drastically reduced them. You've gotten off your CPAP or at least had it adjusted. You've had your thyroid meds adjusted. You've had your cholesterol meds adjusted or eliminated. You are fitting into smaller clothes. You don't hurt in your hands and feet anymore. Like a lot of good has happened from 40 pounds down. Just getting half of your weight off. You have gotten yourself out of that danger zone. So we're 40 pounds down with 40 to go. We need to stop first and really celebrate what you've gone through, what you've done. Losing 40 pounds ain't no joke. And I tell you, you go to one of my Code Red events, and you see these everybody wears a sticker, right? It has their name and it shows how much they've lost. It's really great for me. That way, first, when I go to autograph your book, I can see how your name is spelled so that I don't spell it wrong, because I'm very sensitive to that. Cristy is spelled with no H, but everybody spells it wrong. Even people who work for me will spell it wrong. It's like very frustrating. And so I'm sensitive. So it's nice for me to be able to see right off the bat when someone steps up to me, when it's their turn to get a photo with me and get their book autographed and get a hug, or hopefully they'll let me give them a hug. I get to see their name and I get to see how much weight they've lost. And a lot of people will, like at our Code Red events, we have people that have lost a lot of weight. Like it's nothing for half of the room to have lost over 100 pounds. And so then you get someone that comes in and says 39 pounds down on their tag, and they get like they're embarrassed, like I've only lost 39 pounds. Wait a minute, you've only lost 39 pounds? Like that is tremendous amount of weight. That's a lot of weight, and we really want to stop and celebrate that. So first of all, let me say to you, have you stopped and celebrated the amount of weight that you have lost? How about people who have lost weight, they never got to goal, but at least they kept all that weight off? Yeah, that's really, really great. We want to celebrate you for that. That's awesome. My heart breaks for you because I want to see you all the way down at goal. But that doesn't mean I'm less proud of you. I am so super proud of you for doing what you're doing. Like, this is incredible. This is absolutely incredible. So we really want to stop. And I told her I told my elite rebel, I said, we want to first stop and celebrate. Have you even had a chance? And I think she even teared up and she started crying. Have you had a chance, I asked her, to even celebrate this 40 pounds down? And I said, so the next thing I said to her, in typical Cristy fashion, do you even want to get to goal? Well, yeah, I want to get to goal. But yet, you drink wine every night. You're doing Margarita Mondays. Okay, you're doing Taco Tuesdays every week. You're keeping junk food in the house. You're having Costco lasagna. You're not putting any effort. You're not pre-planning, pre-measuring, and pre-logging the night before like we require our clients to do on a custom program. You're not participating in the group anymore. You're not participating in our community. You don't turn your weight in anymore to me every Friday. So none of that is lining up with what part of I want to reach goal weight. It's not lining up with that. Your actions are not lining up with what you say, with your words. And of course, then I just looked at the camera like this. If you're watching me, if you're listening to me driving your car, I'm just looking at the camera right now. Just like your actions not lining up with your words. So to me, I see all this that you're not doing. Like you've just quit the lifestyle. and you say, yeah, I want to reach goal weight, but you ain't doing nothing to reach goal weight. And so I said, so first of all, I'm proud of you, but second of all, you don't want to reach goal weight. So just stop. Just stop. Because what's happening is, even though she's not doing anything that's required of her to be compliant to the program, she's not following the program that she paid a lot of money for. I mean, this VIP package comes with everything, but it's like 6,500 bones. All right, so she's not doing anything, but yet she beats herself up every single day. Is this you? Are you not following the program, not losing any more weight, but still beating yourself up every day about it? Then I say just stop. Stop the program. It obviously doesn't matter enough to you. It obviously doesn't hurt bad enough, or you would be doing something about it. You would be doing something. You would be at least turning your weight in. You're making zero effort to get to goal weight or even lose any amount of weight. It just doesn't hurt bad enough. Being fat doesn't hurt bad enough. And when you get someone who is 40 pounds down with 40 to goal, they have already healed all their metabolic problems. All it is at this point is just smaller size. I mean, I don't believe that someone should still be 40 pounds overweight, but I believe it's a heck of a lot better than 80 pounds overweight. So 40 pounds overweight is still significant, but it's not putting you into early death kind of danger. It's just still not good. Still not good for your, I mean, everybody's different. You could have metabolic issues 15 pounds overweight. Everybody's different. But 40 pounds overweight is still better than 60 pounds overweight. And because they don't have those metabolic issues anymore, and because so much of their life has improved, there's nothing driving them to keep going. Except, I guess, I don't know. That's the question I'm asking you. I mean, clearly, I guess I see it very black and white. Clearly, there's nothing driving them to keep going, because they're not going still. They stopped. Their spouse is super proud of them. They're having regular intimacy. They're not embarrassed anymore when they get dressed in their closet. They're not embarrassed when they drop off their kid at soccer practice. So there's so many things that are going right. The person just doesn't see that there's still a problem. They see because the number on the scale, they're supposed to be getting to 40 pounds, the 140 pounds, and they're at 180. But at least they're not at 240 anymore. So the person still sees on their custom program book that they're still 40 pounds from goal. They see it in black and white, but they don't see it up in here. They think they're just fine. And quite possibly they are, as far as the metabolic health goes. I don't know. I don't know the metabolic markers. And again, I don't want to excuse this behavior, but I want to encourage you to look at it a little differently. Celebrate the amount that you've lost, and then really ask yourself, do I even care to lose the amount to keep going? Because it is a grind. It is. Now, I don't believe that Code Red is difficult to eat steak and asparagus, or eggs and bacon, or cream cheese and cottage cheese, or asparagus and ribeye, shrimp. I don't think that any of that is bad. That's real food. I don't think there's anything wrong with drinking water every day. I don't think, especially with the yummy stuff we get to put in our water. So I don't know why people think it's such a grind, but it is a grind to have to pre-log, pre-measure, and pre-plan every night. It does take a sacrifice. Yeah, you do have to say no to Margarita Mondays. You can go, but you can't be shoving 3 baskets of chips and 3 margaritas down your throat. You can't be doing that. You're right. Yeah, you're right. So I guess I see where people would be sick of it. I don't know. I would be sick of asking for the seatbelt extender personally if I was in your shoes. But at 40 pounds down, out of the 80 pounds she has to lose, she doesn't have to ask for the seatbelt extender. And maybe that's just good enough for you. Maybe that's where you should just call it. I'm not metabolically sick anymore. I don't have to ask for the seatbelt extender. My husband likes me the way I am. I'm not embarrassed anymore. I feel good, and I still get to have my wine. then just stop. You have to find out and figure out what is important to you. And if you're living miserable every day with this guilt because you're not doing the program, just stop. It's just not worth fighting yourself over this. So many people, they put so much stock into what I think, and I really wish they wouldn't. I had a lady that came to our recent June after hours event, and she's one of my VIP rebels. And she wrote me this, first of all, she was trashing me in public. I caught it. People sent me screenshots of it. Okay, that's not cool, because she has my direct email address. That's part of what the VIP package is. They get direct contact with me. So she was trashing me in public and saying that I was mean to her that I was not nice to her at the event. So I sent her an email and sent her the screenshot and said, "What's going on?" And she said, you were cold, you were distant, you weren't very friendly. Well, I treat everybody the exact same at our in-person events. I am always kind. I always give people a hug. I always smile. It's always genuine. And I always get a picture with people. I don't snub somebody. I'm never snotty with somebody. But she had expectations in her mind of what I was supposed to act like when I saw her, and I didn't meet those expectations. You have got to do this for you. You cannot do this because you're trying to win my approval. You don't do this because you're trying to impress me. I can promise you, Chris Gethin is my good friend. You know, I always point behind me because he lives right there. He's my neighbor. He's become my good friend, and so has his wife, Sybil. I just adore both of them and their pit bull, Slate. I love them all of them. I would hide a dead body for Chris. I really would. And when I went through Chris's program and I got super lean for that photo shoot where I was wearing the Carole Baskin bikini, you guys have to look that up if you don't remember. What if he would have, and I didn't stay that lean. I didn't stay that lean after I finished. My weight went up after I finished that photo shoot and after I finished his program. What if I put my stock or put my everything that I had into what he thought about me? My gosh, I mean, I don't know what he thinks about me. I think he thinks I'm fine the way I am. I don't think he even cares. But what if I would have been like, oh, what is Chris Gethin going to think of me? Oh, my gosh, I'm not as lean as I was a year ago. Oh, my gosh, what am I going to do? I can't believe it. What will he think? What will he say? Oh, I don't want him to see me when he drives by. And I'm hiding myself all the time. And I'm putting unrealistic expectations on his behavior that he's got to act towards me. I'm telling you, that man he couldn't care less. He only wants me healthy and happy. I feel the same way about you. Do not put stock into what I think. And I find that people do that. And when I don't react appropriately, then they get their feelings hurt. And that's not fair to do. That's not fair to do to me. It's not fair to do to anybody. Your expectations of someone is what is disappointing. So take a look inside your own heart and ask yourself, do I really care about pushing hard for this next 30, 40 pounds? Do I even want it that bad? Why am I doing this? What it took for me to get down that lean on Chris's program was very difficult. And I'm not willing to go through that again to get that lean again. That was my decision. And Chris knows that. My decision is I don't want to grind that hard in order to stay that lean. It doesn't matter enough to me. That's what you have to ask yourself. What really matters to me? Because it's not prison. You can't live in this prison of guilt and shame because you're supposed to be doing your program and you ain't doing it. Just stop. Just stop. And you know what? Maybe in 1 month, 3 months, 6 months, you pick back up on the program and you keep grinding and you keep pushing. Maybe you don't pre-log, pre-plan, and pre-measure your meals. You stay at the weight that you are, and you maintain your current weight, even if it's overweight, but you still maintain your current weight loss. You don't gain, you don't lose, you just stay right there. And believe me, I tell you, pretty soon, you will be sick of it. Pretty soon, you will be ready to push again. Perhaps, though, you need to just stop. Just stop losing weight. Don't worry about this guilt and shame that you're feeling. I mean, I'm not going to let you into maintenance. I'm not going to let you into my maintenance program unless you have adhered to the program. You have lost your weight and you are approved by me to enter the weight maintenance program. That's the only way you're getting in that program. But that's not all there is to life, is getting into Cristy's weight loss program. That's not all there is. Just maybe this is where you stop. Maybe this is where you call it. If you are metabolically healthy, that's really all I care about. Whether you can fit into a certain size or not, or you have cellulite, I don't care. That's not a marker of metabolic health. Cellulite isn't. What are the markers of metabolic health? Does everybody remember them? Number 1, got to have a blood pressure under 120/80. Number 2, triglycerides under 150. Number 3, fasting glucose under 100. Number 4, waist circumference under 40 inches for a man and 33 inches for a woman. Number 5. What's number 5? What the heck is number 5? Come on, Cristy. Oh my gosh, you guys. I say these all day long, all the time. My mind is blanking. Glucose? Oh, A1C under 5.7. Okay, those are the 5 markers of metabolic health. Are you passing at least 4 of those? So what? So then now all you're wanting to do is get the rest of the fat off so that your fat doesn't stick out around your shorts? Okay. Maybe it doesn't matter. If it's making you that miserable, then just call it. Just stop. Life is too short for you to be miserable. I don't want you putting the weight back on, and I don't want you doing unhealthy things. I don't think it's unhealthy, weight or no weight, to be consuming more than 1 glass of wine per night, 4-ounce glass of wine per night for a woman, and 2 for a man. That's not metabolically healthy. It really probably isn't even healthy to even be doing that. Ain't nobody drinking no 4 ounces. Come on. I don't think it's healthy to adopt unhealthy habits if you decide to stop. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying relieve yourself mentally of the guilt and shame. Back out of it. Just quit, back out of it, and then revisit it later if that's what you want. Or just live the rest of your life 40 pounds down, but still 40 pounds overweight. Yeah, I'm a little different. It's a little different than what you thought would come out of my mouth. I know that. It's a little different than what I would normally say. Maybe, I've been doing this 26 years. Maybe I've been doing Code Red like this for 5.5. I've had over 50,000 people come through my program at the time I'm recording this. Maybe I'm just sick of fighting with you too. But maybe at 45 years old, I just see things a little different. We live in a world of fake Photoshop and filtered. And there's this image on Instagram. There's this image on TikTok. There's this image on YouTube and on Facebook. Social media, they have these clever filters that make people look not natural, not normal, but that somehow is what our brain has told us that we need to be. I don't want you trying to strive for that. That's unrealistic. They don't even look like that. That's a filter. I want you living your true self. I want you metabolically healthy, but I want you to reevaluate what you find joy in. And if this is making you miserable, my gosh, it's never meant to make you miserable. I don't know how people think that eating the way we do and drinking water and sleeping is miserable, because it's a proper human diet. It's what we should do the rest of our lives. But if Code Red custom program is making you miserable, then just stop. Seriously, just stop. And I'm not giving you a green light to go have cake pops and caramel macchiatos and Pop-Tarts. You should know better than that. You should know me better than that. Have you not learned anything from me? That's absolute garbage. That's garbage, toxic food. Don't do that. That's not a green light for you to go order Domino's pizza. That's a green light for you to let go of the guilt and shame of not pleasing Cristy. Just stop. All right? Think about this. Think about this. Is this you? This is not a prison. Life is too short for you to be miserable. And if you're miserable, then we got to get you happy. And if quitting right now, your weight loss, if that would make you happy, just quit. Your happiness means more to me than you being a bit overweight. It really does. Okay? All right. 10poundtakedown.com is where you can go to join the next challenge. We have rolling monthly challenges. And if the last one's already started, then the next one's coming up. So register for that. A very reasonable price for the fact that you get daily live videos from me, that you get prizes, that you get help, you get support, education, information, and love. You get swag. There's so many things that we give away during the challenge. I mean, it's absolutely incredible. Plus, you can lose at least 10 pounds in 30 days by just following simple rules. You're going to get a tracking sheet. You're going to get a food sheet, a food list. You're going to get a rules list. And you just follow it. It's so super simple. So join us on the next challenge. There are so many free resources, not only this podcast, but my YouTube channel, my Instagram feed, my, what else? What else do I do that's free? Oh, make sure you get on my newsletter, for crying out loud, coderedlifestyle.com/email. So many things that I put out there that's free content, lots and lots and lots of help, support for you, my book, lots of support for you to be able to lose your weight and keep it off. All right? Have a good one. I'll see you on the next episode of Rebel Weight Loss and Lifestyle. Take care. Thanks for listening to this episode of Rebel Weight Loss and Lifestyle. If you're not subscribed already, please be sure to do that right now. And if you enjoyed this episode, I would love it if you could do me a quick favor and rate and review this podcast. That would be just so helpful. Speaking of help, let me know if I can help you. Go to coderedlifestyle.com, check out my programs, and see what we can do for you. Until next time, Rebel on.